intense and not very complex. It really doesn't complement food. But you can see these people sitting outside before the screens, before air conditioning, sipping this wine in the summer or the winter.
Oh, that's a great summer sipper.
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoy
love
this.
this.
Take note, I enjoy this.
The
You're
nose.
going to tell me where my palate is going to be in a year.
What do you
There's
think,
not much
Dana?
finish.
Did you already talk about
I've
it?
already tasted it.
You already talk about it?
It's not too sweet, so that's why the winemaker really does have a good sense of making the wine drinkable. You know, beer makers and winemakers, they really get into getting that, again, for the McDonald's hamburgers palate, they're looking for that punch to go and impress people and win awards. But they don't drink well. You know, after half of the glass is gone, people go, oh, I don't know. These wines are made really well balanced. They may not shine when somebody else they're tasting wine and just slap the person in the face with intense raspberry or whatever. But these wines are exceptionally well balanced in the sense that they go really well with food. And so as you taste these wines, you'll stop thinking about the wines, you're in conversation, you're eating food, and you'll notice that the bottle's already 3/4 gone. And that's when you know you have a wine that's tasty. So my plug, absolutely, Pizza Raw. I don't think that people are going to order a Malbec, orange muscat, because they have no clue what it is. And if it is sweet wine, they go, I don't want sweet wine. This is more of a... I would hesitate to call it a dessert wine. It is a sweet wine that really complements the finish of a good waiter or waitress can come into the table and let me grab a glass up there. I don't see one. With those little thimble-sized glasses and say, try this at the very end of a meal.
Yeah, like
and so you're not trying to sell it, but you come up with something and they go, wow, you're right. And then they'll order it because they have no idea what it is.
It requires
and it would be hand selling, and it would go really well with the dessert that is sweeter than it, because this cleanses the palate. Is remember, a wine like this Sauvignon Blanc, a wine is there to cleanse the palate so you can taste the food again. It is not the winemaker's goal to make this stand out and the food be secondary. It's the other way around. And so the wine is there to complement the food. And if you're eating a clam cream chowder pasta dish, by the third bite without anything else, you can't taste the seafood. With a crisp wine like that, it cleanses the fat off of your palate, the cream, and suddenly you taste the pasta, the seafood, and the cream as if you had tasted it for the first time. And so, why does the Cabernet, the Petit Syrah, not the Syrah necessarily, but the Cabernet, the Merlot, the Zinfandel, and the Petit Syrah do that? It's because the astringency comes in, cleanses the fat off from the meat, and allows you to taste the red meat for the first time. And so if you watch a master in Paris, he will have a glass of water.
Yes.
Imagine water in this. He will have a glass of wine, and he'll have his food. And he'll take a bite of the food, and he'll chew on it. And then he'll take a sip of the wine while the food's still in his mouth, and he'll chew it. And then he'll take another sip of the wine. He'll take a sip of the water, and then he'll put the food back in his mouth as if he's tasting it for the first time. And he'll do this circuit with his palate, constantly cleansing his palate, using the wine as the counterpoint to the music of what's happening in the dance. It's all the sports are in there, all the arts are in there, on the palate. That's what wine's for. It's there to aid the palate, to cleanse the palate, to add the counterpoint to the palate, to make it an enjoyable experience. And if you had the visual excitement of two eyes on the other side adoring your entertainment at the table, you have, and the sound and the music and everything else, you got that. That's what you're selling. You're not selling food, you're not selling wine, you're not selling inebriation, you're not even selling the flavor, you're selling the memory of that experience. So when you go, oh my God, I was at the Stonehouse, and I have, what was that wine, that fresh water? What was it? Chase water. I had that Chase fresh water wine, and God, that was really good, and that was with you, sweetie, and my God, I want that again.
And I want to buy a case.
No, I want that experience again.
Not the cake, but the glass. The glass at dinner.
Okay?